So I guess Ewan, right? For you, whenever you say that you feel like you're stuck in this situation, just so I have a better understanding, is it that you feel stuck because we can't solve these problems that you're dealing with right now?
Um, yeah, I guess it's just been I've just been doing it for the last like 2 years and just kind of you know, just getting by and not knowing really what I'm what other option there is because obviously I work to earn money, but then, you know, just, that's all my time, bro. So,
Mm, mm. So like for you then, right? What do you feel like the main problem is here then, right? Do you feel like it's kind of that lack of fulfillment, the lack of freedom, as well as the money that's the main problem here? Or do you feel like it's the inability to actually solve those problems that's the main problem here?
I mean, yeah, I mean, all those things are really like what are really causing me, I guess, the most like annoyance and frustration because obviously I don't have money, I don't have the ability to have that freedom because of that. And
Mm,
then yeah, and the time is obviously just like, I mean, I'm working hard, but it's just like not, I don't see it, like I can't really like find a way out of it, I guess. I don't know.
mm, mm. Whenever you say that you can't find a way out of it, right? That you are feeling this sense of being stuck in this kind of cycle, right? Would you agree that that is because of where our decision making has actually led us up until this point?
I guess so. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess I I took the job, but I sometimes I feel like I didn't really have many other options.
Hmm. Hmm. Whenever you say that you don't really feel like you had other options, right? But I guess by taking the only option that you felt like you had, would it be safe to say that taking that option has led us to this position?
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
Hmm. Hmm. So I guess you and for you, right? If you feel like your decision making has led you to this point, right? Who do you feel like it comes down to actually get us out of this situation? You know, if essentially you have caused it.
Um, I guess, yeah, I mean, I guess no one else is gonna come out, so I probably have to figure it out at some point by myself.
Hmm. Hmm. Because you used kind of the line at some point, right? Would I be right in saying that? I mean, whenever you say at some point, have you had the ability to actually change this situation that you're in this entire time that you've been in it?
Um, yeah, I mean, I've thought about changing to a different job and all that, but I guess that wouldn't really solve my problems because I'd just be like spending time on another job.
Mm,
It
mm,
wouldn't really free my time up.
mm. But what I'm kind of trying to get at here, right, is, you know, kind of already came to the realization that other jobs weren't going to work for us, right?
Mm.
But I mean, how does it sit with you that down to your own decision making, you haven't been able to put yourself in a position to actually replace the job that you're currently in?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty shit, dude. Yeah.
And what do you sort of mean by that?
Like I guess because I've kind of like been in this position and like kind of taken this job and not really, I guess, maybe done anything about it. Like, yeah, it's just like, it's got me to this place, and now I'm like just kind of 2 years into it and just
Mhm.
freaking still in the same place that I was. Like, it's not, I'm not like gonna progress and get to like a manager role or any of that shit. And like, it's just, yeah, I'm just gonna have the same problems over again.
Mm. So would I be right in saying then that it sits quite negatively with you? You told me you kind of used the word shit there, that it's not kind of the easiest thing to accept.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's definitely not something I kind of want to be feeling all the time. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Just so we're kind of on the same page here, right? When did you actually sort of come to this realization that you are stuck in this situation? I mean, are we only coming to this realization now, or has it been in the back of our mind for a while now?
Um, I guess it's kind of been like over the last few months, really, where it's just kind of built up. For like things at work with
Mm.
managers, and obviously like seeing other people travel, me still being stuck in this job. Yeah, it's
Mm.
kind of over time.
So it was kind of just a buildup of all these other things going on that just really surfaced those few months ago. Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm. Would you mind kind of putting like maybe even like a rough number on, those amount of months? Like how many months do you actually feel like it has been since you have came to that realization?
Probably about, I guess, 3 or 4 months.
Mm.
I probably like, yeah, when I was like kind of like 3 or 4 months would have been like December, and you're seeing other people go on like Christmas trips and festivals or whatever, and yeah, it's just obviously can't really afford to do all that.
Mm. Mm. And since then, obviously, it's been 3 or 4 months. Time has passed since you have came to that realization, right? That you are stuck in this position. Over the last sort of 3, 4 months until now, do you feel like the problem has stayed the same, or do you feel like, this feeling of the fact that you're stuck, has that actually, multiplied, got worse?
Yeah, it's gotten a bit worse, I guess, because obviously you know, like you just like start getting a bit like frustrated at work, and then that trickles over, and then
Mm,
sometimes you can like you start like getting a bit worse at your job. I mean, it's a shit job, but like you start like losing like that joy for showing up work, and
mm,
every single day just gets more and more draining. Yeah.
mm. So, whenever you say that the problem has got worse over the last sort of 4 months, you feel like it takes away more joy, but also builds up that frustration as time goes on.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely.
Mm. And like if that's been the case for the last sort of 4 months, then this problem has been building up over time. Let's say we continue to stay stuck within this job, right? Say for another, 4 months, 8 months, 12 months. Do you feel like this problem is going to continue in following the pattern of just getting worse? Or, I mean, do you feel like it might stay the same? Where is your head sort of at with that?
Mm, I suppose it probably just get worse slowly, just kind of how it's been the last few months.
Mm,
That's kind of, I guess, why I'm, on the call, because, I don't really see it going a bit further.
mm. I guess it's just not something that you're willing to sell for. Am I kind of right in saying that?
Yeah, yeah, no, I don't want that, no.
But I mean, why not, man? You know, maybe 3, 4 months down the line, things might get better. No.
Uh, nah, like, yeah, I mean, I'd still be, like, in that same job probably, and,
Mm,
like we said, like, it's just not, like, really doing anything for me, realistically speaking, so, like, yeah, I don't want to stay in that.
so if this is the way that you're feeling, that you don't want to stay in this job, that you feel like the problems have built up and are only going to get built up if we do stay stuck. I mean, you and for you, right? What do you feel like needs to happen today then so that we can avoid this frustration, this feeling of being stuck actually, you know, growing even more than it already has? What do you feel like needs to happen?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I need to, do something different and, just make something like, yeah, just make some sort of change in like how I'm living my life. If not,
Mm.
yeah, it would just stay the same, yeah.
I can't sort of help but notice, but use the word suppose there. I mean, is that like a definite or is that a hypothetical? Where's your head sort of at with actually,
Oh,
doing something?
no, no, no. Yeah, I definitely need to change something. I think, you know, yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it for a while, but I need to, yeah, start making some change, I guess.